Hey everyone, it's Jose. It is Tuesday, March 11th. My video yesterday sparked some questions from some of my friends that live in the Moore Norman area. So I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do a market update for you all that are a little bit farther down south. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Moore. So the median sales price in January 2025 for properties in Moore was $234,950. That number has increased in February 2025 to $240,250. As far as new listings are concerned, in January 2025, Moore had 98 listings, and in February that number dropped to 63. In total homes for sale, in January there were 183 homes, and in February there were 168 homes. So it looks like inventory has gone down some. Pending sales in January 2025, Moore had 76, and that number dropped to 68 during February. As far as closed sales are concerned, in January there were 56 homes, and then in February that number went up to 64. As far as days on market is concerned, in January 2025, average days on market was 33 for Moore, and that number went up slightly to 34 in February, and that is median. Months of supply, we had 2.3 months worth of supply in Moore in January, and that number went down slightly in February to 2.1. The percentage of list to sale price has remained consistent both in January and February with an amount of 100%. As far as the median price per square foot is concerned, in January that number was $157 a square foot, and it has gone down slightly to $152 a square foot. And some of that could be by virtue of increased inventory on the market. So that means that the value with more properties, there's more likelihood that those median values will go down slightly. Shows to pending for Moore was 9 total in January 2025, and that number dropped to 7 the following month in February. And the shows per listing was 4.3 in January, and it went up slightly to 4.9. So that could be by virtue of more buyers entering the market. So now we're going to take a look at Norman and see what their numbers looked like. So the median sale price in Norman in January was $270,000, and that number went up pretty significantly in February to $294,881. As far as new listings are concerned, we saw an uptick. In January 2025, Norman had 176 homes on market, and that number, new listings on market, and that number went up to 188 the following month in February. As far as homes for sale is concerned, in January there were 433 homes on the market, and that number increased to 444 in February. As far as pending sales is concerned, it was 127 in January 2025, and then a month later it went up to 149. As far as closed sales are concerned, the market, there were 86 closed homes in January 2025 in Norman, and that number increased to 113 in February. As far as days on market is concerned, we did see an upward trend in the Norman area. In January 2025, that number was 33, and going into February, that number increased to 44. So, 11 days more on market. As far as months of supply is concerned, again, we're seeing a little uptick there. In January, that number was 3.1 months of supply, and that number increased to 3.2 the following month in February. The median percent of list to sell in January, it was 98.4 in Norman, and that number went up slightly to 99.1% list to sale. Average price per square foot, median price per square foot for the Norman area in January was $168 per square foot, and that number decreased slightly in February to $166 per square foot. As far as shows to pending is concerned, we saw a uptick in January. That number was 7.0, and it increased in February 2025 to 8.0. And the showings per listings total, that number was 3.6 in January 2025, and it went up slightly the following month to 3.8. So as usual, during this time of year, we are seeing increases in inventory. We are seeing increases in buyer activity. Today, I have had 4 inquiries on listings so far. So, it appears that that trend is probably going to continue. Only time will tell. So if you have any questions, you want to know anything about your specific city or neighborhood, give me a call or text at 580-917-2731, or reach out on your favorite social media app. Thanks for watching.